Everyone, welcome back. Polestar entered into a strategic partnership with Industrial Bank in China. Now, Polestar, the premium electric manufacturer owned by Geely and Volvo Cars, announced recently that it has signed a strategic cooperation framework agreement with Industrial Bank Shanghai branch. Polestar will leverage the Fuzhou, Fujian-based bank resources in the financial sector to work with the latter in credit financing, retail lending, and international business on a global scale, according to a press release. It is worth noting that Polestar has previously had some cooperation with Industrial Bank. Polestar had signed several working capital loan agreements with Industrial Bank Shanghai branch since its US listing in June. Polestar was co-founded by Volvo and Geely in 2017, and the automaker unveiled its first product, the Polestar I, but the model was only available in limited quantities. I believe roughly around 3,000 Polestar Is are in the open world. However, the Polestar II, on the other hand, that's made for mass market, in my opinion, in Polestar's opinion, and in everyone who's following Polestar. They understand that the Polestar II is made for mass production. There's a few vehicles that Polestar are working on that are simply made for mass production. That's not just the Polestar 2, but the Polestar 3. That's the SUV that was recently announced. That's a luxurious SUV. I believe the price is starting around 79 or 80,000 pounds. It's a premium SUV, a luxurious premium SUV. And it's not really aiming for the masses, yet it will be sold in large numbers. I believe, in my humblest opinion, I can definitely see 5,000 to 10,000 Polestar 3s alone being sold in one single year, and that's probably starting in 2024. Because next year, 2023, Polestar will be working on how they want to manufacture the Polestar 3. They'll be trying their best to ramp up these production, but we can't expect a lot of numbers to be sold. That's next year, 2023. However, 2024 is when they'll be selling these vehicles on the market at great speed. And by that time, the Polestar 4 will have joined the family of Polestar vehicles. And that leads us into the Polestar 5. That's the sedan, the premium sedan, sports sedan. So yes, in my opinion, by 2024, you can expect 5,000 to 10,000 Polestar 3s being sold on an annual basis. 2025, you can expect anywhere from 10 to 20,000 Polestar 4s being sold in 2025. Simply put, because the Polestar 4 will be a lot cheaper than the Polestar 3, by a lot. Polestar's two cheapest vehicles will be the Polestar 2 and the Polestar 4. Then the next one will be the Polestar 5 and of course the Polestar 6 Roadster. So truth to be told, Polestar cars in general will not be cheap vehicles, but it's also the same for Tesla. Tesla vehicles are not really that cheap. In fact, the Tesla X, that's the SUV, their premium SUV, kind of like the Polestar 3, the Tesla X is being sold for 100,000 pounds. That's not a cheap vehicle, and it's 20,000 pounds more than the Polestar 3. So vehicles like the Polestar Model S, that's also a really expensive vehicle as well. Vehicles like the Tesla Roadster, that will be a $250,000 vehicle, roughly around similar price to the Polestar Roadster. So neither companies are offering cheap vehicles, not at the moment. The cheapest vehicle that you can get from Polestar is a Polestar 2. That's the current one that's on the market. And in the UK, that's around $43,000. Now, I think personally, when Polestar and Tesla can make a vehicle around 30 grand, 35 grand, that's going to be really attractive to a lot of buyers. Before we can even get to the 25 grand or even $29,000 car, 29,000 pounds car, we got to get to the 35 grand car first. We got to get it below 40 grand because right now in the UK, the Tesla Model 3 and the Polestar 2, they start roughly above $40,000 or 40,000 pounds. Actually, in the US, in dollars, the Tesla Model 3 is actually reduced because they get a incentive from the government. It's reduced by like $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. That brings down the price to around 35 grand, 34 grand. So it's actually more affordable for you to buy a Tesla Model 3 in the US. But if you try to buy it in the United Kingdom, it will be around 40 grand or upwards. Yeah, so it's not a cheap vehicle at all. Now, let's not forget, the Polestar 2 actually started delivering in 2022. I believe they sold low volumes at that point. But in 2021, let's not forget, they sold 29,000 of those vehicles in 1 year. This year, they're planning to sell 50,000 of those models. Now, in the first year in 2022, I believe they might have sold around 10,000 vehicles. But you can see that their numbers, they just keep on growing at a rapid pace. I can honestly expect the same amount of growth from the Polestar 3, Polestar 4. Those vehicles will be selling in good numbers. However, the Polestar 5, you can expect that to sell similar to the Porsche Taycan, similar price, similar sold units. You can expect it to be a competitor to the Tesla Model S as well. They'll be similar in specs, similar in performance. In many ways, they are competitors. But ladies and gents, that's it for this video. I just wanted to keep you updated on the recent brilliant news from Polestar. Thank you for watching, subscribe to see more, and of course, I will see you in our next video.